Today, 149 years ago in 1862, was May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And according to Wikipedia and paraphrased by me, this date is now observed in the United States as a celebration of the Mexican heritage and pride, and to commemorate the cause of freedom and democracy during the first years of the American Civil War. It's also, not as many years back, the birth of someone who's become a great friend of mine from Greensboro, North Carolina, is Christy Flores. Christy, happy birthday. And on Cinco de Mayo in 2006 marks a celebration of the day of the birth for a struggling young man, his first step on a path to freedom. He was lost. He had done things before that he wasn't proud of. He had never graduated high school. He had never kept a job longer than 6 months. He never got fired, but he just couldn't stand working for somebody else. He had only stepped foot in his neighboring states, and he had always wanted to travel. He just never thought that he could afford to do it. And 5 years ago, he was invited by a friend of his, an old successful friend, to dinner to see some information. And he didn't want to go, but he's a sucker for a free meal. And so he sat down with an old friend, Mike Asquay, who'd been extremely successful, and his beautiful wife, Leticia. They introduced him to another successful young man, Wes Melcher. And as they shared some ideas, some concepts, the girl that he was dating that he brought with him got so excited, she was literally kicking him under the table, squeezing his hand, looking at him like, "You better take me on these trips." And so that's exactly what they did. They took advantage of these ideas and these concepts and then went to Jamaica, and he got his very first passport. And he had so much fun the first day, he decided to go on another vacation a few months later to Atlantis in the Bahamas, where he enjoyed the best pina coladas he's ever tasted. And as he got back and started sharing his pictures on MySpace and Facebook and the experiences and the memories that were created, he was able to share with his quote-unquote broke friends with how he was able to now do this. And you realized there's also a financial opportunity to make a living. Something that sounded so nice. But without a traditional education, and had previously tried other ideas that didn't work the way he wanted to, he was a little bit afraid. But they said, "There's a training program in place. Trust us." And so he did. He started plugging in this training system. And one of his mentors, who's now a very close friend, taught him 3 rules. Pay attention, get excited, and never quit. Simple enough, he could follow those. And as he saw other people who had the courage to overcome their fears and go after their hopes, dreams, and aspirations, he started saying over and over in his mind, whatever happens to me, whether it's good, bad, or in between, it just makes my story stronger. And he did a lot of things wrong, and he did some things right. And he endured some struggles, many struggles. But what he didn't realize at the time was that these struggles were actually major blessings in disguise. He had financial struggles, struggles with relationships, struggles with his faith that he could do it, with his self-image, his self-worth, belief in himself. But these struggles, as I said, helped him identify these amazing blessings. Who were his real friends? It helped him identify the people that supported him. It helped him identify the courage that he had inside. It helped him identify people that believed more in him than he believed in himself until he could do that. And this put him on this path, this journey over the last 5 years, to where he started to see success, which really is happiness. He started to be able to travel all around the United States. He's been in almost every single of the 50 United States now. He's been in 3 countries. He's created the most amazing, real, truthful friends more than he ever had before, and he's strengthened the relationships they had previously. Now, this gentleman, he's not making the crazy mega money like some people do out there. But you know what? He goes to sleep when he wants. He wakes up when he wants. And I don't think you can put a price on that kind of freedom. And the gentleman that I'm talking about is me. I am Jamie Young. And 5 years ago to this day marks the first day on my journey to freedom, as I was introduced to World Ventures by the CEO and a good friend of mine, Mike Azquay, and his wife Letty and Wes Melcher. And it's changed my life forever. But over the last 5 years, I've struggled with something. What is the best way to share World Ventures? To share how this has so positively impacted my life? Until recently, I realized that there were some things that I needed to embody, and there was a way that I needed to do this. And that is, while living my life, embodying these concepts, these ideas of fun, freedom, and fulfillment. And what I now realize is the best way to share World Ventures is to help people understand that I am World Ventures. I look forward to hearing your story on your 5-year anniversary. Happy Cinco de Mayo, a day that marks freedom for all of us if we choose to take that step. Thank you to the people who had the courage to help me and who believed in me. Thank you, Mike Azquay, for picking up the phone and sharing this with me. Have an awesome day, guys.